Hi, my name's Gerry. I'm a twin troller boat owner, a lifelong fisherman. We're going fishing today. This is part 3 of a series that I am doing on our new pedals. I purchased them, installed them, and now I'm going to use them. They're in the boat. Hope you can see them. It's before sunrise. Let's get the boat in the water and let's go.
Let's look at the good first.
Okay, boat's in the water. I'm kind of set up. First observations. It's kind of bizarre that the pedals don't make any noise. I really had a hard time getting off the boat launch and trying to figure out what was going on because I'm used to hearing the clatter of the aluminum pedals. They make absolutely no noise. So you really have to kind of listen for the sound of the motors turning to know that you're engaged. Here we go. There's full blast. Now this lake has all kinds of eelgrass in it, more than I've ever seen. Matter of fact, the boat launch was kind of covered with eelgrass. Trying to get into the water is a little bit of a challenge, but I did it. All right, well, there's full speed. Let me show you the pedals. Full. That's reverse. And let me tell you something. The other pedals, when you did that, there was quite a hesitation between forward and reverse. These go immediately, which I like. The other was kind of irritating. Let's just go out and fish, see what happens, see how we like the pedals. This is a lake I come to once in a while. I'm not here every time I go fishing, but lately I've been coming here. It's not that big of a body of water. You can see the shoreline on the other side over there. That's a shoreline, and that's the south end of the lake. And behind me is the boat launch. So it's a smaller body of water, a lot of reeds in here, a lot of lily pads. Actually, that's called spatic, the ones that are lifted up off the water. There is mixed in with it regular lily pads, but most of this is spatic all the way down. Then it kind of thins out, but a lot of this spatic starts to run out into the open water out here, which is kind of unusual because that usually stops at about 5 foot. It will grow out here even farther, just to give you some idea what the lake is like. Now, it is 6:53 in the morning, so it's 3 minutes past sunrise. A beautiful day. Not much wind. So far, it's supposed to be 5 to 10, low 80s today. I know you guys up north are going, what? 80s? Yeah, after today. That's why I pushed to get out today. After today, it is supposed to be severe cold front come through Florida, and we are headed into our first time cold fronts, which in Florida, that drops the temperature drastically, quickly, and the fish tend to not bite at all. Not just hard fishing, almost no fishing. So I'm not sure what we're going to catch today, even if we're going to catch anything. I want to get out here just to try the pedals, and that's what we're going to do. So what am I going to throw out here? Well, I have at least 6 rods in the boat. One is a chatterbait, one is a swim bait, one is a drop shot, a fluke. I'm trying to think what else I have tied on. Well, whatever. You'll see. Let's go fishing. Before I start fishing, I got my rods kind of set out, but let me tell you something that I always do. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rods in the boat. Why is that important? Well, that's something that I always do because sometimes I hear some kind of noise. I'm thinking that I dropped a rod over the side, and I've learned that if I count my rods in the beginning, I know how many I'm supposed to have, and it makes things a little bit easier for me, so I'm not going through that, gee, did I drop a rod or not? Because I did lose a rod once. I had the boat about 2 weeks and knocked one over the side, but I try to not do that if I can help it. All right, what are we going to throw first? I almost don't want to show you this. Something that's used a lot in Florida is a Magnum speed worm, and that's what this is. It's a Magnum speed worm originally, and over time the tail on the end, I got one, yeah, this is what they look like, and the tail on the end gets a little bit ripped. I cut off the tail. This is a hitchhiker. You screw it in here. It's got a little spinner blade on it. This goes through everything. That tail, I should say, will catch on things. This doesn't. So I've done really well with this. I start out with the bait intact, and eventually when they get torn, instead of just getting another one out, I will use this. Sometimes I'll have 2 rods rigged, one with this on it and the other one with the way how it comes out of the package. And if you didn't notice, there is a bead on the front to keep the weight somewhat together so it doesn't slide up it can only go wherever you put the bead. And I put it pretty close, but not wedged up against there. And I think this is a 3/16. I don't remember what I put on there. This has been on here since the last time I went fishing. I don't know if you can see that in the water. That little blade does quite a bit of flash there. Sorry for the delay here. Let me tell you about something while I got you here. I'm sitting on something. This. It's a gel with a cover on it. It's got a zipper. As you can see, it's a gel cushion. I hope you can see that okay. It's honeycombed. And this is the first time I'm using it. And why am I using it? Well, my seat, which is an original seat to the Twin Troller, is getting kind of compacted. Just fine for hours, but if I sit in it all day long, I kind of wish it had more padding. So I bought this just to try it. I'll have a link to Amazon. It's not very expensive. Other people have changed their seats completely. I just didn't want to do that. This fits pretty well on the seat. Well, I just caught a fish on the MJ rig right here. And sure enough, thought I turned on the GoPro, but I didn't. I may have gotten something recorded on the other GoPro, but it certainly wasn't right from the beginning. And I turned this GoPro on so that when I turn it on, the recorded beeps. It's irritating, and I'm trying to not have that beep in your ear, but that would have told me that I didn't get it turned on. So I am under 6 foot in depth and pretty close to the shoreline. That's when being quiet really is kind of important. As you can see, the pedals are quiet. I love it. The pedals have been flawless so far. I've gone fast speeds, slow speeds, faster for a longer distance. Absolutely no issues at all.
Now, let's look at the bad.
Well, Josh, something just happened. Has to do with the pedals. I was coming from 3/4 of the way over by that reed line, coming over here, full blast, all the way here. When I got to somewheres over here, the pedals were on full, all by themselves. No matter what I did, forward, backward, wouldn't stop. I was just about ready to run in the middle of this, which I didn't want to do, so I had to reach up and pull off the 2 connectors. Now, luckily to me, the old connectors come right off, because the new connectors I would have had to unscrew to get off. But that's not good. That's exactly what other people have complained about, that after running for full throttle for a while, and then the boat's motors are staying on no matter what you do, had to unplug them. So let's plug them back in and see what happens. There's one. There's 2. All right, let's see. How long has it been? It's supposed to wait 10 to 12 seconds after you plug them in to try them again. All right. We're running again. All right, we're back working normal. But let me say, I am unhappy with that. To have paid for a set of pedals that only sometimes work normally. That's not good. Josh, you need to fix this, because I'm not alone in this. I bought these just to try them out and see if what other people have said is unusual. Apparently not, because it did the same thing to me. I am not going to hide this. I did this video, this series, specifically to tell people the truth. I'm going to show everybody in the video. And Josh, I'm also going to send something to you that says you need to watch this video. If you want to make a comment below the video, probably a lot of people would like to hear what you have to say. Or don't. That's your choice. What if I was close to the edge of something dangerous, waterfall, spillway, concrete wall, that I could not get down there and disconnect those pedals in time? I would have run into whatever hazard that might have been at full throttle. Not good. Not good. Okay, Josh, we're going to duplicate this. 73.6 water temperature. Time of day is 9:34 in the morning. Wind is 6 miles an hour out of the south-southeast. And I'm going to run full power over in this direction, mostly because I don't want to, if it does it again and I don't have enough time to unplug this, that I don't run into the thicker weeds over there. All right, here we go. Full throttle. .95 miles an hour. All right, I would say that that's at least the distance that I went before. They did stop. Forward, reverse, they are working normally. Okay, let's do it again. It's 9:37. Now, to get going straight, I'll have to feather the pedals like normal. Matter of fact, I was tracking off to the left, then just now it's tracking to the right, and now I'm tracking to the left again. That's just the way how the boat goes. I don't have an issue with that. This does not have an even keel straight down the middle. It's got two basic pontoons on each side. We're going to give it the full test. I'm going to go all the way to the other side. $9.40. $3 miles an hour. It fluctuates because I have to adjust the pedals. I'm trying to go over here. Well, there's fish busting there, so. That's where I'm gonna go. Actually, that's a cormorant there. Although, he's probably chasing food, so. Alright, I'm going to take my feet off. it's working normal. 943, if you can see that. So we went a pretty good ways, and it did not duplicate the problem. I guess that's good, but it doesn't make me feel very comfortable that it did this.
Now, look at the ugly.
Here we go again. We're on full blast, and I can't turn it off. I was going slow. I just decided to move from where I was, and here I am, full throttle, and cannot control it. This is unacceptable. I thought maybe it had something to do with going full speed for a while. I tried it again after it did it. I couldn't duplicate it. I was just right here, just stopped here, and decided to move a couple of feet over here, and what happens? Now I am at full throttle and can't get anywhere. So let's plug them back in before I run into all this weeds. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, I got the pedals back. As you can see, the wind's really picked up. It's actually small white caps out here. They weren't here just a couple of minutes ago. The rest of the lake is just a heavy chop. Some white caps here. So it's time to go. I happen to be on the southwest corner, which is where the boat launch is, which is right there. So I'm going to pull the boat out. What's my conclusion? Josh, you need to do some more work. These are unacceptable as they are. They are not functioning correctly. This could be potentially very dangerous. If I was close to the lock of a lake, if I was close to a spillway of a lake, if I was close to a concrete barrier along the shoreline, when that happens, you can't go left, you can't go right, you can't slow it down, you can't do anything. You are totally at the mercy of the pedals. Luckily, I can reach down and unplug them. What if I wasn't as nimble? Not that I would call me nimble, but what if I couldn't? And I couldn't get down there quick enough to unplug them. And I went over a spillway or crashed into something. I don't consider that to be very safe. And I consider this to be unacceptable. This is twice it's happened in one outing. And there's no reasoning to it. How do I know when it's going to do that or not going to do that? Some people have their kids in the boat, and maybe the kids have gone out. Would they know enough about how to deal with that situation quick enough that they don't get injured? When they work, they are fantastic. They are quiet. They are immediate response. There I am in reverse. There I am in forward. Reverse automatically, unlike the original pedals, the aluminum one. They're quiet, they work great, they're very comfortable to use, but at this point, they're not reliable enough to be out here in a situation that could put you in danger. So, Josh, down below here, there is a place for comments. Feel free to comment there because we are expecting you to say something here. Hi Josh, I just wanted to do this little video from me to you. You're probably not happy that this video came out, but I told everybody I was going to tell the truth, and that's what I did. But what do we do now? At some point, when you figure out what is wrong and you straighten that out and it sounds like it's a software issue,
I don't know how we get that software into my pedals or into everybody else's pedals who has the new set, but I'll let you figure that out. I'll hang on to my pedals, and hopefully I'll hear from you not too long in the future about what we can do to fix this and how we'll go about fixing this with all the pedals that are in the hands of people and that are having problems already. So you have my phone number. You can call me anytime you want. You know we've talked before. I don't want to hang on to these pedals forever, but at some point I'm hoping that we will get the issue resolved. And when we do, I will do another video with the working pedals. And believe me, I will be thrilled to have these pedals working the way how they're supposed to, because when they work already the way how they're supposed to, they are fantastic. And I want to have those working pedals, those fantastic pedals working in my Twin Troller too. Thanks, Josh, for all you do. Bye now. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope this was informative. If they can get this issue worked out, I would be thrilled with these pedals. That's an if. I don't know what I'm gonna do, whether I'm gonna keep these or I'm gonna ship them back to Freedom Electric. I'm gonna wait to see what Josh has to say. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye now.